Welcome to my third part of my Disney tutorial on how to create a trash compactor. Now we've built the collapsing wall in my stage 2 clip. Stage 1 was giving an overview of all the particular features. And what I'm going to concentrate on here is just formatting, but the key thing was that once you got killed in your trash compactor, I wanted you to restart within the level. Now the problem I had is that when you start, you either die back on the particular level, and there is no logic to say when die do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a checkpoint, okay? And the checkpoint is that when you do die and you get chucked into space, that you end up back in the trash compactor, and the fact that you can then try and exit again, and the walls will all retract and you've got another time. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to get my creativity toys, and I'm going to get my toys, and I'm going to look for the checkpoint. Okay, and I'm going to position the checkpoint above the screen. Now, when the trash compactor occurs, I don't want you to run behind the scenes, so I'm going to do it where the floor should be opening. So I'm going to give it a few seconds. I'm just going to raise that up on the ground here. So we're just a few places up, so you're not going to actually see it, but I want you to respawn. When you die, if you get killed in the trash compactor, you're going to respawn here on the screen. Okay, so I've just stuck that floating in the air. Now, the nice thing with a checkpoint is that you don't get to see it, so we can go straight to that, and we can get our properties up. And we can go down to the properties and say, right, can we hide it, please? So let's move that all the way down. To go to our property settings, we can say, right, what do we want to do? We can tell how it logs it on the gate, but what we're going to do is, can we hide it from the view? So we can make it hidden, so it's still there, but no one will actually see it. Okay. Now the problem I've got also is that when I fall in, I may not actually get killed. So I'm just going to go into Spark mode and say, right, so when we're in this particular room, when do we want to specify this option? Now we know that you've been killed off the wall when that final wall comes in. So what I'm going to do logic connection. When we do an output to say go start the back wall, yeah, what I'm going to do here is I said, right, we're now pushing that wall, we're going to kill you. So in that case, can you go to that checkpoint, and can you set the checkpoint for all the players? So for all the players will be in that point. Then when you get killed, anyone else playing with you will then, if they die now when that back wall pushes you off, you'll get killed on the screen, and you'll appear on that setting. So this here is just in case that when you do get pushed off and you didn't realise what you had to do, you've got another chance of doing that objective again. So what I'm going to do now is just change the appearance of our room to actually look like a trash compactor. So there are different settings in here, and I'm not saying this is what you should pick, but I've obviously unlocked this within the toy store. You can buy various styles and looks, and one of those I've got is destroyed metal tile. I quite like this one. You can use any, it doesn't really matter, but once it's coloured in, it gives the effect anyway. I wanted to look rusty because obviously all the waste and all the garbage comes to this particular point. So we're going to have to go through here and colour all these items in. Now, before any of you mention it, yes, I could do the theme all tool. But theoretically, when you're doing this trash compactor, it's not going to be the first element you've done. It may be you've already created your detention cell, you've already created your blast doors, so you can't have everything themed. So you're going to have to go through painfully and highlight each individual one. So we'll just do the walls. I will speed up a bit this clip because obviously me just colouring in is going to be a bit boring for you all. But what we're going to do here is we're going to get all these particular walls, and then we're going to choose the flooring. And the flooring one I used, there's a particular setting I picked which is called water and oil. It's quite, I don't know, quite glary, but once it's actually all completed, it does give quite a cool effect. And if you saw my first part where you got the overview, it did look quite well. It just at first glance you do think, flipping heck, my eyes are going to go blurred. So let's just do the other ones down here. So if I just show you this type, here it is. Where is it? Not that one. Not that one. Yeah, oil and water. Quite psychedelic, that's the word I was looking for. Right, so I'm just going to speed this clip along, but basically all I'm doing here now is use my wand and clicking in each box very painfully and filling those options on. So I'll just speed this clip section now, and we'll get to the next part. So that's now what our trash compactor looks like. And like I say, the floor doesn't look too bad, it looks oily and greasy. So let's give this a test. Okay, so what I'm going to do is hit the fire, which we'll see from our previous clip will trigger these items off. The walls are coming across. They look slightly better now being rusted and the ruins. Now in this particular case I'm going to let myself die. So the walls come in and the pillar's going to come and kill me now. And now what I'm going to do here is I'm expecting it to kill to check if my checkpoint works. So this is going to push me off and throw me into deep space. So if no one knows what to do or not done the right thing, they'll get another chance. So as it moves it across, I'll get killed off and I get killed. And as I fall off to my death, no, I'll respawn back again and everything is retracted back. So that's our part 3 complete. We'll work on our next clip. I hope you're enjoying these. I hope they're making sense. And I'll get the other one posted very shortly. Cheers guys, thanks for watching.